Good morning, Facebook. 10 years ago today, my mom died of ovarian cancer. This is her gravesite. It's in our backyard. Her ashes are here. After a 4-year battle with ovarian cancer. And today I just wanted to talk about the prosperity gospel. And so often we make it about God changing our circumstances. I went through 4 years of a dark place in my journey with God because I had a false sense of what God should be doing in my life. If I pray hard enough, He will change my circumstances, right? It's kind of a genie in the bottle God. So often we put that prosperity gospel is just garbage. Because if you read Hebrews 11, it talks about by faith. Some are delivered from the mouths of lions, and some are sawn in two, but both lived by faith. So often we make it about God changing our circumstances instead of God changing us in the midst of our circumstances. There is suffering, there is death, there's all this life coming at us, and it's about God being in us and living through us when we submit our life fully to Him. Guess what happens? The real blessing is that I can have peace. I can have joy. I can have contentment. I can be an expression of God's love because I've submitted my life fully to God. And that's what I've experienced on this journey. He's not always going to change our circumstances to make it perfect for us here in this world. This is a broken place. But we have this false sense of, if I pray hard enough, then He will do what my will is, and it's just not the case. But what happens is something beautiful takes place within you. You're transformed and changed, and you're able to deal with the brokenness of this world. You've been set free from the bondage of self, of feeling like everything's got to work out my way, and it's not the case. I pray expectantly for friends to be healed. My heart is because I love them and I want them to be healed. But sometimes they aren't healed. They end up dying. They end up suffering, just like I'm going to do the same. None of us are immune of death, immune of suffering once we believe. And that was my false sense of where I was, and that's why my heart got hard towards God, because of the idea. So often too is that prosperity gospel, they end up putting it back on the person that you just don't have enough faith. If you had enough faith, then God will have done what you required, and that's a bunch of malarkey. You know, it's so awful, that premise that it's put back on you that you just don't have enough faith. Anyway, come to God, allow Him to change you, your heart, and you will gain every spiritual blessing. You'll experience the fruit of the Spirit in your life. You'll experience peace and joy and love and self-control and all those things. Those are the true blessings of being in Christ. Not that He always changes your circumstances to match exactly what you need in that moment. Sometimes He does and sometimes He doesn't. May God be with you. May He change your heart, change your perspective, change you forever. God bless y'all.